The text came through at 11:47 p.m., the kind of late-night ping that makes your heart skip before you even read it. Hey babe, going to Miami for a girls' trip this weekend. Might have a one-night stand lol. I stared at my phone, the blue light burning my eyes in the dark of our bedroom. My wife, Ellie, was curled up next to me, her breathing soft and steady, oblivious to the fact that her words had just cracked something deep inside me. I read it again, thinking it had to be a joke. Ellie wasn't like that. Or at least I thought she wasn't. We'd been married for 6 years, together for 10. High school sweethearts who made it through college, first jobs, and the chaos of building a life together. Ellie was the one who'd laugh at my terrible puns, who'd make me coffee when I was pulling all-nighters for work, who'd leave little notes in my lunch bag that said things like, "Don't let the spreadsheets win, love you." Our life wasn't perfect, but it was ours, 2-bedroom apartment, a scruffy rescue dog named Max, and plans for kids someday when we could afford it. We were happy. Or so I thought. The text sat there glowing, taunting me. I didn't wake her. I just lay there, my mind spiraling. Was it a typo? A prank? Her phone had been on the nightstand all night. She hadn't even left the room. I checked the time again. 11:47. She'd sent it minutes ago, maybe half asleep, maybe not thinking. My thumb hovered over the reply button, but what do you even say to that? Haha, funny joke? Or, what the hell, Ellie? I didn't sleep that night. I just stared at the ceiling, her words looping in my head like a bad song. The next morning, Ellie was her usual self, humming in the kitchen while she scrambled eggs. I watched her, searching for something. Guilt? Nerves? Anything. But she was all smiles, her dark hair pulled into a messy bun, wearing my old college hoodie. "You okay, Jake?" she asked, sliding a plate in front of me. "You look like you got hit by a truck." I forced a laugh. Just didn't sleep great. I wanted to bring it up, to ask her what the text meant, but the words stuck in my throat. What if it was nothing? What if I sounded paranoid? Instead I said, "You didn't mention a girls' trip." Her eyes flicked up just for a second before she shrugged. "Oh yeah, me, Sarah, and Jen were talking about it. Maybe Miami, maybe Vegas. Nothing set yet." She sipped her coffee, casual as anything, but I caught the way her fingers tightened around the mug. It was small, but it was there. The rest of the week I was a mess. I'd check her phone when she was in the shower. Not proud of it, but I did. Nothing. No texts about Miami. No plans, no hint of anything. Just group chats with her friends about work drama and memes. But that text was still there, in our thread, undelete, like she didn't even care that she'd sent it. I started noticing things I hadn't before. Her staying late at work, her phone buzzing more than usual, the way she'd smile at it and then flip it face down. Little things, but they piled up, each one a splinter under my skin. By Friday she confirmed the trip. "Miami tomorrow," she said, tossing clothes into a duffel bag. "Just a quick weekend with the girls. Be back Monday." I nodded, my stomach churning. I wanted to trust her. I wanted to believe it was just a dumb text, a bad joke. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I didn't plan to follow her. I swear I didn't. But Saturday morning, after she kissed me goodbye and rolled her suitcase out the door, I found myself booking a flight. I told myself I was being crazy, that I'd get there, see her laughing with her friends and feel like an idiot. But I had to know. Miami was loud, humid, a blur of neon and music. I tracked her phone. Yeah, I'd enabled location sharing years ago, never thought I'd use it like this. She was at a club downtown. I stood outside, heart pounding, feeling like a creep in my hoodie and jeans. Through the window I saw her. Ellie, in a red dress I'd never seen before, laughing, her hand on some guy's arm. He was tall, all sharp jawline and easy confidence, leaning in close to whisper something that made her throw her head back and laugh. My Ellie. My wife. I didn't go in. I couldn't. My legs felt like they'd give out. Instead, I went back to my hotel and sat on the edge of the bed, staring at my phone. I texted her. "Having fun?" She replied almost instantly. "Yup. Just dancing with the girls. Miss you." The lie hit like a punch. I didn't respond. Sunday I went back to the club. She was there again, same guy, closer this time, his hand on her waist. I watched them leave together, her arm looped through his, her smile brighter than it had been with me in months. I followed at a distance, hating myself with every step, until they disappeared into a hotel. I stood across the street, the humid air choking me, my chest so tight I could barely breathe. I flew home that night. When Ellie got back Monday, she was all hugs and stories about the girls. I let her talk, nodding along, but inside I was breaking. That night, I waited until she was asleep and checked her phone again. There it was, a new contact. Miami Mike. Text from Saturday night. Had fun, call me next time you're in town. My hand shook so bad I almost dropped the phone. The next morning I couldn't hold it in anymore. Over coffee I set my mug down and looked at her. Ellie, who's Miami Mike? Her face went pale, her fork frozen halfway to her mouth. What? She stammered. I saw you, I said, my voice low, trembling. In Miami. With him. I followed you. The words felt like glass in my throat. Her eyes widened, then filled with tears. Jake, she started, but I cut her off. Don't lie. Just tell me why. My voice cracked and I hated how small it sounded. She broke down, sobbing, spilling everything. It wasn't just a one-night stand. She'd met him months ago at a work conference. They'd been texting, flirting, and Miami was her chance to see what it was like. She swore she loved me, that it was a mistake, that she didn't know why she did it. But her words felt hollow, like they were meant to fill a space that was already gone. I moved out that week, packed a bag, took Max, and crashed at my brother's place. Ellie called, texted, begged me to come back, but every time I closed my eyes, I saw her with him, her smile, her hand on his arm. The trust was gone, and so was the life we'd built. It's been 3 months now. I'm in a new apartment, just me and Max. Some days I'm angry, furious at her, at myself for not seeing it sooner. Other days I just miss her, the old her, the one who wrote notes and laughed at my jokes. I don't know if I'll ever trust like that again. But last night I looked at my phone, at that text from months ago, and deleted it. It didn't fix anything, but it felt like letting go of a weight I didn't need to carry anymore. Sometimes, love isn't enough to hold a life together. And that's the hardest truth of all.